Right, Leo, I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to this general reading. This one is for love. Then it's sort of focusing on, do you hold on? Do you let go? What do you do? I'm going to turn this just a little bit because I want you to see the fountain. That beautiful flowing water. That is a reminder that source of all, the universe, is always available for us. For what it is that we need. So, welcome to your reading. Remember, this is general with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. We're going to take a look at your past, at your current energy, at your immediate future. Then we're going to clarify it. And I also want you to think of 3 questions that might be on your mind for love, for life, for whatever. I'm going to draw you 3 cards from angel answers there at the end. All right. So, you can make up your own mind whether you should let go of the connection, whether you should hold on, based on the information, the general information that is coming from this reading. So in the recent past, So in the recent past, you've got the Lover's energy, which is Gemini energy, which is choice energy. You've got the 7 of Swords, and then you've got the Chariot energy, which is Cancerian energy. So possibly dealing with one of those energies doesn't have to be the case. But what I get for a lot of you Leos is that I see real love there in the recent past. I see real love. I see a genuine connection. I see a real affinity. I see a real beautiful high-level commitment of energy or flow. But unfortunately, what I also see is that, you know, sometimes you've got this beautiful connection with someone, and obviously I think within a connection, within a romantic connection, you want to really be with your best friend, you know, definitely. But I feel for some of you, that things have gone to a space where you went from being friends and being best friends and all those type of things, which is really, really great. But it's almost like you became a little bit like a brother and sister type of vibe there, all right? And that doesn't mean that things have to be cut off or anything like that, especially with the 7 of Swords energy. For some of you, it does mean that the connection sort of lost its spark. But for some of you, it also just meant that maybe it was time to just sort of really take a very honest look at your connection with someone again, because, you know, sometimes we get used to people and then we forget to sort of appreciate all of the beautiful value that they bring to the table, and we sometimes even forget the beautiful value that we bring to the table. But I do see that things have beautifully even out there for you in the recent past with the Chariot energy. So maybe there's some things that needed to be said and they weren't said. You know, sometimes we don't want to upset the other person, we don't want to hurt the other person, so we sort of just let things go and just let things slide. Which isn't always the best idea. So I feel that for many of you, you really, really got very honest about things, really went deeply honest about things, and that in itself, I can see, has had a very positive effect on the connection that you had with love. Where it is that you stepped away or stayed, I feel that for many of you, there's a lot of things that needed to be said, and there may even have been a bit of a separation there from someone for a while. Even if you stay together in the same space, a bit of emotional separation, possibly a physical separation. But I can see that you kind of even things out. So peace, balance, energy balance came back into the picture, which is really, really great, my beautiful Leos. Let's see what this is giving you in the current space. Oh, I like this. I like this very, very much. So Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, things slowly turning into a positive direction. Page of Pentacles, the Fool, new beginnings. So I see that for many of you, you know, it seems like things, and I did get this in your previous readings as well, things may have been very, very rocky there for a moment. Some of you placed like a band-aid on something that really required stitches. And I feel that a lot of that has been resolved for you. And so there's beautiful hope there with the Wheel of Fortune for things to really, you know, sort of go back in a positive direction. Maybe some of you just needed to be reminded of why you were actually with someone in the first place. What is that magic that you had initially? this may be time for, if you're really serious about a person there with the Page of Pentacles, epiphanies, ideas. If you really want to be with someone, this might be time to really pull out the romance cards again, to maybe take the person on their picnic, all those things that you used to do when you first got together. Because again, sometimes we begin to take people for granted, we begin to take our connections for granted, and little bit by little bit, it's like the love just goes. It's like I don't know, it's like having a beautiful bowl with like water, or let's say you've got a fish tank and it's got a small tiny little hole. So the water just drips out there, drip by drip by drip, bit by bit by bit, and over time we don't actually realize how it just sort of almost disintegrates away. So it might be time to really, pull out all those wonderful things, do the nice things again, and I mean, it doesn't have to be the huge things, the little things, putting a little message for someone in their lunchbox, all those small little things, that we used to do. Maybe, maybe you live in my part of the world, which is the Southern Hemisphere. I live in South Africa, and it's cold here at the moment, it's winter, and maybe at the beginning, you used to rub their feet, or you maybe bought them a foot rub, or, foot spa, or a nice, warm water bottle. Obviously, you want to make sure that it's properly closed, but, all those little things that we used to do for people in the beginning, and then over time we stopped doing them. It's time to start doing those things again. And that is how, for those of you that are in a connection that really want to grow to that next level, that is how you do that. It's time to bring the romance back, It's time to bring the shine back. Let's see what we've got for the immediate future. And if you're single, what does that mean for you? Well, it means being open to love. It means being open to opportunities. It means being open to a connection. Because a lot of times in life we say, I want love, but then, our actions, our mindset, our energy doesn't match that. Energy going forward, the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Now, I've got two things that are coming here through for you. For some of you, you want to do all of those amazing things. You will still separate from the person, but it means that you separate in a way that is really, really beautiful, really peaceful for both of you, that you realize it's time to move on. But for some of you, it's really that sense of commitment, because I feel that for some of you, you may like someone, you may have been with them for a while, and that's coming through quite strongly, but you were sort of semi on the fence. They want this, you want that. Maybe they want to get married, you don't want to get married, or vice versa. They want kids, you don't want kids, or vice versa. All those type of things. They want to move, you don't want to move. You want a house, they want to rent. That sort of things. And I feel that for many of you, you get into a space where you are beginning to agree upon things. Because for many of you, I feel that even though your connection may have been beautiful and there may have been no cheating or nothing like that, it was sort of platonic, it was sort of blah, But I see for a lot of you, you are releasing a lot of those, sort of toxic patterns that we have sometimes, but we don't speak about them, but they are there. So they're not really acknowledged, but they are there. I see a lot of you releasing those. Okay, let's clarify. Let's look at that Lover's energy, that Choice energy, there in the recent past, the Seven of Swords, the Chariot. What is that all about? So we've got the Ten of Pentacles, we've got the Hanged Man energy, and we've also got the Strength energy, the Leo energy over there. So lots of really powerful energies coming through, a bit of a Virgo energy coming through as well here. So very communicative energy. So I can really definitely see that there's a lot of healing that's taken place in the past. A lot of you have actually really realized that you care about a person, that you like a person, that you really want to be with them. There's a lot of healing that I feel that is taking place in the connection, that is taking place within you as a person. Because sometimes what happens in life, we're with a person, we become complacent, we don't deal with our stuff has an impact on it, and we start defending each other. You don't know what happened in their past, and like if you had to know what happened in their past, bullshit. Sometimes you need to deal with the past, because if you don't deal with the past, then the past deals with you, which in other words, it has a negative impact on you. So I can see it's a lot of beautiful healing that is taking place there in the connection within yourself. Beautiful, beautiful Leos, amazing stuff. Okay. In your current space of the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, and the Fool, you've got the Fool again, which is beautiful. You've got the Two of Swords, and you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So there's quite a bit of deja vu that's happening in this reading, because you've got the Fool twice in your current space, and then you've got the Two of Swords in your current space, as well as the energy that's heading your way. So definitely new beginnings here, clearing out uncertainties here, looking towards the future with hope, looking towards the future with positivity. I feel that for many of you, you may have even been in a connection for quite a while, but there was very much a space of, you know, my draw, your draw, my space, your space, that sort of thing. And I feel that you're really getting to a space where, you know, doesn't mean that you obviously can't have your own draw, but, you know, getting to a space where you're beginning to share things, our stuff, our this, not his or hers, but ours, you know. I feel that for many of you there was a sense of separation that was, it's almost like there was this invisible line that was happening in your connection, and you weren't even aware of it, or if you were aware of it, you quite conveniently ignored it. Okay, if anybody brings it up, people are like, no, we don't talk about that, you know. It's like that song, we don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. And I suppose I have to say that I don't own the rights to that song. Okay. Alright. Immediate future. So beautiful things happening there for you in the current space. Beautiful space of prosperity, beautiful unfolding, new beginnings, all really, really beautiful. Let's see what's heading for you in the space coming your way. So we've got the Three of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Temperance energy, which is really, really amazing. Your heart is healed. I see a lot of letting go of things of the past holding you back. So really going forward, really prosperously, really beautifully, really fantastically. This is one connection that can actually really, really make you, and I'm so happy to see it. Now let's just see what are those three questions, those three answers that the universe has for you. Remember, these are general, but ask your three questions. For those of you that it resonates with, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. But question number one, it says within the next few months, okay? Question number two, beautiful, it says romance. And question number three, it says let go. All right, so that's what I got for you. I hope that it helps. If any of you are interested in a personal reading, the details are down below in the description. Check it out. Check out the link for my step-by-step tarot reading course, for my free oracle card reading course. If you're interested in past life regression, all of that is down below in the description. From my heart, thank you for your time. Namaste, love and light. See you next time. Bye.